5 Arab countries taking part in strikes against ISIS inside Syria. What message does that send to the rest of the Middle East? Joining us, Dr. Jasser, founder and president of the American Islamic Forum for Democracy. Good evening, Dr. Jasser.
Good evening, Greta. It's great to be with you. Thanks for having me.
Nice to have you. So what does this mean that we had 5 Arab countries go along with us against these Sunni militants?
Well, I think it's obvious that the president's intention was to make it clear that this is not a Sunni versus Shiite sectarian war, that he stayed away from the Shiite axis and actually used the Sunni countries. But I think the reality is I'm not impressed, because what he's doing is allowing the Sunni monarchies, the Gulf autocratic mafia, if you will, to maintain status quo. And in the wake of the Arab awakening, we lost some major opportunities. And rather than be on the side of freedom and liberty, we're sort of on the side of our frenemies, who create and spread ideologies that, the Saudis create the ideology that creates ISIS. And the reason the Qataris didn't drop any bombs, I believe, is one of the spiritual heads of the Brotherhood globally is Imam Qaradawi, who probably is saying we don't want to have any blood on our hands to kill fellow Sunni Muslims. And, I think that's the narrative we're missing.
And, of course, the other sort of awkward twist is that we actually helped President of Syria, Assad, because ISIS is for him as well. And, of course, he's a guy who gasses his people. So there's that ugly twist to it. So, all right. So what would you do?
Well, I think I would have, the saddest thing is we don't have NATO. The narrative we need to push is, in the Arab awakening, Greta, there's been a vacuum, and the people want reform. They see the Arab fascist dictators, whether it be Mubarak, Assad, or Saddam Hussein, or the same on the opposite side of the coin of the Islamist fascists of ISIS, of the Muslim Brotherhood, of the Hezbollah and the Iranian regime and the Saudi Arabian Wahhabism. They're looking for a third pathway. The president should say the narrative we're pushing is that this is liberty, this is about freedom, it's about the Free Syria Army to replace Assad. The political nuclear winter in Syria that created ISIS was because of American absence. That's the narrative. Unfortunately, the narrative is that we're just sort of pushing the old status quo of Arab monarchies.
All right, the Free Syrian Army, is that, I'm going to have 30 seconds left, have they changed in the last year? Because I know there was some discussion to arm them or equip them or train them a year ago. Does it make much difference that we're a year late on this?
Well, it does. They become more radicalized, but there are secular parts of them that we can find. The ones that are not there are for a jihad. So the longer we do nothing, the more radicalized they become and the more unsettled the entire region is. So we need to at least show some push, if you will, towards the anti-Assad movement that is more liberal rather than jihadist.
Dr. Jasser, thank you. And I can't resist the little trivia that he's from Appleton, Wisconsin originally. Anyway, thank you, Dr. Jasser.
Anytime, Greta. Thank you.